CheckListing is a system for realtors who distribute personalized apps to each of their clients. Our team has a combined experience of 50 years of professional real estate and computer programming. We came together to develop the CheckListing app to benefit realtors and their clients. I've been a realtor since 2008 with Century 21 in the Greater Toronto area. I've been recognized by Century 21 for exemplary production for every year I've worked there. I had no experience when I first started, so I learned quite a bit by teaching myself on how to market and advertise and give exemplary service to keep lifelong clients. When I first became a realtor, I realized very quickly that I needed to differentiate myself to become successful. I started to teach my marketing strategies and what I've learned to other realtors. I found that many agents really didn't know how to use the internet as a marketing tool, and they didn't know how to get a lead, market themselves, differentiate themselves, win the listing, market a property, or follow up with clients after a sale. As a qualified teacher, my intention has always been to help others, share my knowledge, and try to help other people improve in their own business. The CheckListing app has always been in the back of my mind. The CheckListing system comprises many of my successful real estate strategies. The CheckListing app itself is for the client, but the entire operating system of CheckListing benefits the realtor. Each app is personalized to a client with one specific address. So if a realtor has 58 clients with 58 addresses, they would control 58 apps. For each of these active app accounts, the realtor gets a landing page, which increases his own geographical authority for the area and his online presence. Keep in mind that this app is also useful for past clients and upcoming clients too. So the more apps the realtor distributes, the more exposure he receives. The realtor has an account which houses all of his apps. The realtor controls everything that the client receives on the app, such as they can edit the feedback, checklists, statistic updates, landing page, timelines, etc. Also, each listing includes your links, tags, pixel code, and geolocation. When your client shares their listing, all of your information is promoted and utilized. This is one way how the realtor gains organic exposure and authority online. The seller gets the app and they have access to all of the information about their listing at their fingertips. They can see their statistics, feedback, checklists, see when their showings are, and share their listing on many social media feeds and more. There are definite challenges that face realtors, especially when it comes to finding business. You don't get paid in this business unless you've completed a transaction. So the biggest challenge I feel for realtors are demonstrating your value to a client, having authority online using marketing and advertising, finding and converting leads and turning them into clients, and communication with clients, keeping them engaged lifelong so that they repeat and refer. The CheckListing app is a communication tool that is used before, during, and after the sale. The app offers many ways of directly keeping in touch with the client so that they feel part of the process. It's a direct way of keeping in contact. They get instant notifications, they have timeline posts, checklists, contact tools, and more. Did you know that the average person gets 121 emails per day? The CheckListing app skips all of the getting lost in the clutter problem. Because CheckListing app is personalized, you get a higher open rate. Every single thing in that app is direct communication between the realtor and the client. So of course the messages will get across. Each app is used for a specific property. So if you have 10 clients, you use 10 apps. Each of these apps gets its own landing page with property information. It also includes all of your details, including your contact information, your links, your promotions, tracking information, and whatever else you want to include for your own advertising. The more of these the realtor has, the more of an online presence and geographical authority they have. The app has a built-in sharing feature that benefits the realtor as well. Each time a client shares his listing or updates from the app, the realtor is exposed to all of their connections, giving the realtor organic exposure online. With all of these different exposure mechanisms, the realtor has a higher chance of receiving recognition to find their next client. Yes, I have definitely lost clients in the past. I've also learned a lot from these experiences. I believe if there's something wrong with the communication, then the relationship breaks down. Bottom line, the reason I ever lost a client is because of unclear or lack of communication. Yes, CheckListing.APP has been brewing in my head for years. A lot of what CheckListing is a way to make sure silly mistakes don't happen again. It's many of my lessons I learned put together in one app. At the time of this example, I had about 200 closed transactions, so I was a fairly experienced realtor. My client, Simone, called me on a Friday evening in the middle of winter after receiving the keys to her house to tell me that she didn't have any electricity. It was completely my oversight. I thought I had reminded her to call the utilities company, but I guess I didn't. Her lawyer didn't remind her, and I forgot to tell her. And as a first-time buyer, she didn't even realize she had to call them. If I had CheckListing, Simone would have had received a utilities checklist through the app, reminding her to set up her utilities a few weeks before moving in. Of course, you can create your own checklists and timelines as well. I have two favorite app features. My first favorite would be the stats page. I can see everything about my house on one page. It's exciting, colorful, and I feel like I know what's going on. And I also love the shareable posts. I can instantly let everyone I know see my house online, have direct links to the website, pictures, video, and I have colorful snapshots surrounding the post. The realtor can include this tool in their listing presentation. They can stand out with this app and really promote the biggest complaint that sellers have, which is lack of communication, and how you, the realtor, solves this problem by using the CheckListing app.